Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have things to talk about. I have absolutely no idea what it is. So we're all going to find out together as Doku opens his mouth and who knows what the hell is going to come out. But before all of this, a word from our sponsor, Goidcoin. You need Goidcoin. Without it, the world will end. The universe will collapse. And you're all going to be sent screaming into a pit of death and darkness. Goidcoin. The only way to survive. Okay, Doku. Anything you want to say, mate?
So first off, you just told our audience that without Goidcoin, they're going to get sent to Afghanistan.
Dude, I only was suggesting hell. Nothing as dangerous as Afghanistan. Good God.
So that's what I wanted to discuss because our illustrious, glorious, totally cognitively capable commander in chief, President Joe, the thing, coming here 24 hours late after our full withdrawal from Afghanistan. I guarantee you Trump wouldn't have been 24 hours late. His ass would have been talking about it as the withdrawal was or the final planes were wheels up in the air.
Yeah.
And not only that, they had to delay the frickin' press meeting. Did the Depends fail? Was he not quite done with his double chocolate chip yet?
That's what I'm going to go with.
Maybe you should lay off the dairy, Joe. It's not good for your gut.
Yeah.
So,
oh, hey, think of it this way. At least he's doing, or at least somebody's doing something. I don't quite know what, but they're doing something.
Actually, yeah. Before I really jump into the glorious, illustrious rage, I did see something on Twitter that was a really good idea. The next person, or the next time Joe Biden does a press conference, and he says, "I was told not to ask questions," but the first question he should be asked is, "By who? Who is telling you not to answer questions?" You're the fucking president of the United States, dude. Oh, they told me I shouldn't. Who? Who told you? You are the most powerful person, allegedly, in the world right now, and people are telling you what to do? What?
Dude. He's only counting the most powerful because he stinks that bad. Come on, let's be fair. Yes, I am saying this about your president. No, I don't care.
I don't care what anybody says about this administration. They're an absolute disgrace. So this gets me into what I kind of wanted to talk about. As we know, we've left billions of dollars worth of military equipment and munitions behind in Afghanistan in working order, bought and paid for by the taxpayer. We have now left American citizens behind. Yeah, let that sink in. We left cash behind. We left the damn service dogs behind. Are you kidding me? Were the dogs too expensive? Was the cash too expensive to airlift? Did you not find the money in your $1 trillion spending bill to bring back American citizens? Oh, by the way, there shouldn't be a single person on one of those C-17s that isn't an American citizen if they're American citizens still, quote, stranded, as now I guess we're allowed to use that term, in Afghanistan. Not a single damn one. And of course, our freaking, what is he, the head of the Department of State, I believe it was, came out and said, like, well, Americans get stranded in foreign countries all the time. Then that means you failed the mission, you feckless and incapable, vapid cunt. You failed. You failed the fucking mission. You do not withdraw before every single civilian is out of hostile territory. They're already starting to fucking execute people. I mean, shit. The Afghans are flying around in a U.S. Black Hawk helicopter with a fucking body hanging from it. Are you fucking kidding me? We executed the plan appropriately. No, what fucking plan? You had a plan and you threw it in the fucking dumpster because, Orange Man bad, and then you ignored your fucking military advisors, and now the fucking Taliban are taking joyrides in Blackhawks while fucking bodies hang from the damn things. What the shit? Are you kidding me? How can a single person who voted for fucking Biden look at this and go, Orange Man bad. It would have been worse under Trump. Trump surrendered to the Taliban. And are you joking? How deep do you have to dig this fucking hole before you realize, yeah, we fucked up. This is a fucking disgrace. It's a disaster. It is a humiliation. It will be a blight on the United States for God knows how long. And every single fucking country is foaming at the mouth just to take advantage of the United States. And you're capitulating. You're talking about fucking giving the Taliban aid. You already gave them billions of dollars of fucking military equipment. Now you want to send them humanitarian aid? What the fuck? They're killing people. They're killing people in the fucking streets.
1 sec. First of all, take a breath. 2, hey Mitch, how's it going, man?
What's up, Mitch?
I just want you to take a breath. Carry on.
But yeah, you're going to send humanitarian aid to the fucking authoritarian religious extremist dictatorship or oligarchy, whatever you want to call it, that is literally murdering people in their homes and flying dead bodies out of fucking Black Hawk helicopters after they've been hung. And you're going to send them humanitarian aid? I'm sure they're going to be real diverse and inclusive because, you know, I guess they're just doing it because white rage. Let's just blame white rage because apparently that's all our fucking upper brass in the fucking military cares about is understanding white rage. This is such a fucking joke. It is a disgrace. It is disgusting. Anybody that even tries to fucking make excuses for this needs to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if you heard this. Civilian planes that were trying to go to Kabul before it was wheels up were told by the U.S. military to turn back or risk being shot down. Our own military was threatening to shoot down civilian planes coming into Afghanistan Kabul airport to evacuate citizens with being shot down. So you're going to murder citizens for trying to evacuate citizens for being left behind? Because the military is that fucking incompetent and inept? At this point in time, if you don't believe that what do we call it, administration or regime? I don't fucking know. If you don't believe that they're not openly hostile towards American citizens, I present you Exhibit A, threatening to shoot down American citizens for trying to rescue American citizens. What the fuck? I don't know what to say about this, other than if you're one of these people like like Alyssa Milano, I still stand with Biden. Our president is doing a great job. For leaving behind service dogs, pallets of cash, and threatening to shoot down American citizens while the Taliban use U.S. taxpayer-funded equipment to fucking kill people. Yeah, he's doing a real great job, Alyssa. Real bang-up job. Let me give you a fucking standing ovation. Round of a fucking applause here real quick. Yeah, good job, fucking Corporeal Joe. Yeah, great job. These people are fucking nuts. If they're not insane, they're openly hostile and traitors to America at this point in time. It's one of the two. I don't know which, but it's one of the fucking two.
Yeah. Think of it this way. No, I can't actually think of a way of actually making this sound good. I'm gonna be completely honest, okay? You lot, and by you lot I do define this as America, you lot really fucked up letting that guy in charge, okay? You really did.
I don't think he's in charge because he's being told not to take questions. Like, by who? Jill? Kamala? The intelligence community? Who the fuck is actually running the show? Who's pulling the strings? Did the Taliban tell him not to fucking take questions? Are we secretly under control of the Taliban? It wouldn't fucking surprise me at this point. Like, by the way, did we vet any of these non-American citizens that we just pulled out? Oh, they're our allies. How do you know? Did you vet them?
Mm-hmm.
Because last I heard, 100 of them were actually on a fucking terror watch list. And those are just the ones we identified. How many actually are, and we just haven't identified them yet because you're flying them out by the hundreds of thousands. Do you know? We can't even get our own military equipment out. We can't get the service dogs out. We leave pallets of cash behind. We leave weapons behind. Do you think this fucking administration, especially the military upper brass, is competent enough to actually vet the fucking people they're bringing into the country that aren't U.S. citizens while we leave U.S. citizens behind?
Dude, of course they left all that money and all those weapons and all those vehicles behind. How else are the Afghans going to come over and kick America's ass? My God, are you not seeing what's happening? We have to arm them so they've got a chance to win.
You know what? I bet you money. I bet you fucking money. I want to be wrong about this. I really do. I will fucking do my. I will pull the sign of the cross right now. I hope I'm wrong about this. But I guarantee you, sometime within the next 6 to 12 months, there will be another terrorist attack on U.S. soil, and there's a very good possibility it's going to be enacted by someone who either came through the southern border because it's wide the fuck open during the middle of a pandemic, by the way. Mask up, ladies and gentlemen. Or it's going to be one of these fucking Afghans that we brought in who we didn't vet, saying like, oh yeah, they're a U.S. ally. How do you know? You don't. You don't fucking know. I guarantee you. I guarantee you it's going to fucking happen.
By the way, just so you know, I'm going to be getting the jab on Thursday.
Ugh, have fun
Second
with that.
part, so I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, I hope it goes well, dude. I hope there's no adverse reactions.
Hey, I could do with an extra leg.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
In all fairness, I don't know if you know this, but apparently the AstraZeneca's got a 25% chance of giving me a stroke. And oh yeah, AZ is the one they're doing.
Well, a quarter chance of killing you. That sounds like, you know what? We'll get banned off YouTube if we even try to talk about it.
Yeah, dude, 25% chance of killing me is a lot lower than like 0.18% chance of killing me, which the disease has got. Don't be silly. 25% is much lower. I'm going to be safer if I take the injection. What's wrong with you? You don't understand maths because it's racist. I'm right, aren't I?
Everything is racist now. I hear even the virus itself is actually racist.
No, sir. Oh, by the way, did you get connect to BitShoot so as you could join MC's thing? And anyone who's actually listening, MC is now on BitShoot. YouTube, suck my nuts. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not, but I do need to create a BitChute account. So thanks for reminding me about that. But that does remind me of something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know that now she's a gold star mother, unfortunately, because you only become that when you lose a child in the line of duty. Did you hear that Facebook and Twitter banned her?
Banned whom?
A mother of one of the 13 Marines or American servicemen. I don't know if they were all Marines, but she was the mother of a Marine who was killed during the attack on Kabul.
No, I didn't hear, but I believe you are correct that not all of them are. From what I remember, one of them is the army, and I think the other was intelligence service in some way, shape, or form.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But yeah, she was. If I remember correctly, she was the very vocal about the Biden administration being a piece of crap. There we go. 11 Marines, 1 Navy, 1 Army.
Okay, that's cool.
Thank you, Liza. But yeah, she was airing her grievances, understandably so, and how incredibly disgusted she is with the Biden administration. I'm right there with you, sister. Trust me, I'm right there with you. But yeah, Facebook and Twitter fucking banned her.
At what point does it shock you?
But seriously. They allow the fucking Taliban on their platform. You know, the people that are going around, doing executions.
You know, when I mentioned that America is arming themselves, they can come over and take over America, I wasn't joking. All it is that the military are providing them the equipment. The social media are actually helping them out by allowing them to create their own stuff, which people complaining about kicked off. Things are going really crap. Please tell me you are seeing this.
Oh no, I'm piecing it together. I mean, look at what the mass migration has done to the EU. Look at what mass migration has done to the United States, and it's being carried out by people who openly hate Western civilization, whether it's European, American. They openly hate it. They're not shy of admitting this. They'll fucking preach it to the fucking sky until the freaking cows come home. They burn flags. They'll say like, oh, well, it's the religion of peace. And if you think all these things are bad, then you're just istophobic, whatever the fuck. And they're openly hostile. They hate you. Like, I don't know how much more empirical evidence do you need. I look at everything they're doing. Look at what the results are. I mean, Sweden now has the most bombings, the most stabbings, the most instances of rape, and like
Yeah.
I think they're actually number one in the entire European Union right now when it comes to those three things, and it's been over the past 10 years. Gee, I wonder what changed. Maybe not all cultures are the same. Maybe they're not bringing their best. Maybe Trump was right. Maybe you can't coexist with certain people because I don't know, they want to fucking kill you.
Nah. No, everyone knows that Trump is wrong. In fact, I've heard it's Trump going around to each and every individual person, giving them the virus. He sneaks in when they're asleep and injects them. That's what I've heard.
It, someone somewhere has probably fucking tried to say like, well, it's because of. I'm sure they found a weird way to blame Orange Man because they always fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't know what do you think? You have more of a right to speak on this than I do. What do you think about how America has treated the whole Afghanistan withdrawal? I'd like to hear your honest opinion.
Okay, just let me do the hail thing. Right. Let's see. Well, for one thing, I'm really fucking glad that we left to the EU. Because could you imagine how many of them? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're coming over here anyway, but at least it's questionably illegal for them to be here. Otherwise, we'd literally have to let the buggers in. Okay? So, us leaving Europe was probably a very good idea. And Jim, we're actually talking about Sweden as a predominance, but you could pretty much put this on any major city that, well, exists. Let's get blunt. It's not just Europe. I mean, don't get me wrong, Europe is a fucking joke. But let's be fair, both countries are really in a bad way. Let's get blunt. And in case you're thinking, Mr. Stoney, that we're okay, we're in Canada, that don't really mean anything. America's going to invade, then they're going to move up to Canada. Honestly, mate, it's just a matter of time. I'm very sorry.
Well,
Oh,
also,
it'd be good if it was the opium.
Stonely,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in Canada. Your PM right now is acting exactly like a fucking Nazi, ironically enough.
Yeah.
Or
The
Mao, or Stalin.
The funny thing is, these places are actually better than Australia, though. It's
Australia's a
fascinating.
fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel bad for the Aussies right now. Like, you guys are sending police to hunt down someone for quarantining in a hotel. Like,
Yes.
if they're quarantined in a hotel and you're still sending the cops after them, like, bro, that is some Gestapo level shit right there. Holy hell.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta love how bad this world has become, don't you? I mean, honestly, it's just a simple case of this place is going to crap. I've been saying for years that this place, by the way, this place being defined as the planet, we are going to go Mad Max. People like to point out, no, we're not. I like to point out, you're fucking idiots, because yes, we are. And when it does happen, not if, when it does happen, please remember I mentioned it today, even though I've been mentioning it for how many years has it been now, Doku?
Ever since I've known you.
Yeah, so, I've kind of been trying to drop subtle hints, but people just don't seem to understand what's going on. It's a shame, really, but hey.
Well,
Dude, we need Space Rock this year. Screw 2022. We need it this year, mate.
Yeah, we need Space Rock 9/01/2021. We need that shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
When the clock strikes midnight, that's when we need it.
I'm
Or
okay
right
with
now.
this.
Or right now. Right. But what I still find fascinating, all of the people who champion authoritarianism, because let's be honest, Extremist Islam, authoritarian. Communism, authoritarian. China, authoritarian. And these are the same people that you want to put in power. And also, while championing systems of authoritarianism, they openly voice their hatred for Western society and freedom. They want you to shut up and do as you're told. And you think these people are good? You think they have your best interest at heart? Do you think they should be anywhere near a position of power? No. They will throw you in a gulag so damn fast simply for sneezing the wrong way because, you're not allowed to sneeze to the right. You only can sneeze to the left. Otherwise, it's a dog whistle to whatever the buzzword of the day is. And Project Veritas has already come out and shown that these people do believe in re-education camps and gulags. Like,
Mitch is right, by the way. Goidcoin, buy Space Rocks.
You know what? Goidcoin will save the world if we can buy Space Rocks with it.
Sorry to say, Mr. Stoneley. It's a nice idea that we could stop them. The problem is our ruling class isn't giving a shit anymore. They quite literally have given up. All they're trying to do is get as much money as they can because they think somehow that's going to benefit them when the world goes to crap. Well, it's not. Okay. Go on.
I was going to say, the thing is, they already flat out said it after Trump established, two-party power balance system, or as Tucker Carlson correctly stated, the uniparty, because they are the ruling class. And one outsider came in, and as soon as they seized power, by any means necessary, as they like to say, well, the gloves came off, and they just went full power grab, full-on authoritarian. And the sad part is, so many fucking morons out here who are just been turned into they-live-style zombies are going along with this because they think, yay, the world's going to be this great, perfect utopia because they're brainwashed, feckless morons. And all it took was 4 years of the media saying, Orange Man bad. They didn't vote in their own self-interest. They voted to screw themselves over. And, oh, by the way, everybody else in the fucking country, we'll all go down with the ship with them because they're too stupid to actually see these people are fucking dangerous. They're harmful. They don't care about you. In a lot of instances, they hate you, and they want you dead. They're openly hostile. If you can't see that at this point in time, that the extreme left, the oligarchical left, the oligarchical right as well, the rhinos as we call them, they're openly hostile towards everyone who is not a willing slave. And they don't even try to hide it. It's insane to me. I don't see how you fucking look at this shit to anyone who's paying attention, who isn't just listening to, Don Lemon or frickin' Anderson Cooper in the background and he has his background noise. I don't see how you can actually pay attention, have a functioning IQ above room temperature, and look at this shit and go, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, this is good. There's nothing bad going on here. Dude, they want to lock you down in perpetuity unless you submit all of your rights and freedoms to them. They are tyrants. They would rather kill you than allow you have 1 ounce of freedom.
A lot of fact you think that, they give a shit. They don't. They really don't care.
Part of me wants to blame competitive sports on this because they're so willing to just cheer for our team and they want to win. And it's like, yay, we won. And what did you win? Debt, slavery, and authoritarianism. So you won? Okay. You basically you threw all of your rights and freedoms away for the sake of not being the other team because they're bad, we're good. How dumb do you have to be? You don't have to like Trump. There's a lot of shit he did that I didn't like. But if you just voted for Biden because you didn't like Trump, I'm sorry, you're a fucking idiot. You literally voted to put the country into a fucking totalitarian, authoritarian, oligarchical rule regime because that's what they are. They're not a fucking administration. They're a fucking regime.
Yep.
You voted to screw over the entire fucking country, yourself included, because guess what, boys and girls? We're all in the same damn boat, whether you want to be on it or not. So you voted to sink the ship simply because you didn't like the current captain. Yes. Good fucking job.
You gotta love the way things are going. It's, I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm probably not gonna be liked for it. And hey, I don't know that I care, but I've been hoping to be around when the world goes to shit, just so as I can enjoy watching it. And I think it is actually getting there. I really do. By the way, Jim, the link I sent you, you wanted about how to cook people. Just enjoy that one, mate. Hopefully, you'll be able to make use of it.
But yeah, no, I think you got your wish. Like, it's not that there's a hole in the boat. The boat is already taken on water. A lot of it. It should be up to your knees right about now. And if you can't see it, I'm sorry. You're either high, stupid, insane, or the one who poked the hole in the first place. I'm not sure which category you fall into, but congratulations.
Yeah.
And of course, we still have idiots over here like fucking Dr. Harpine. Well, the government has the right to do these things. Oh, yeah, so you bring up Typhoid Mary. One person, then, by the way, that still has ethical questions being brought up today about whether the government was out of bounds or not. Hence why we had the Nuremberg Accords.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be consent. Also, HIPAA laws came into place because of this type of shit. Mm-hmm. But one person who is spreading disease, it was investigated. It was figured out that, yeah, it's this one person. And they locked one person up. That was a quarantine. They didn't quarantine the entire fucking city. They didn't mass mandate fucking everybody get a vaccine for fucking typhoid. No, they quarantined one person. If that is the example you're trying to use for government authoritarianism over the entire fucking country, whether you live in the bumfuck middle of nowhere in South Dakota or in the godforsaken shithole that is San Francisco, if that's your fucking example, I'm sorry, you already lost the fucking plot.
I agree with you, Mitch. Harpine, he actually does defeat himself. Doku, I'm guessing you're probably not looking at your screen, but I am putting stuff up every once in a while.
Oh yeah, no, I actually have been paying attention. But
okay, cool.
Yeah, no, he does defeat himself because again, quarantine or not even quarantining, locking down everyone, the entire fucking city, regardless of their vaccination status, regardless of their health, regardless if they're at risk or not at risk, just locking everything down. That's not a fucking quarantine. Not the fucking same.
No.
You're supposed to quarantine the sick, not the healthy. And sure as shit, not every single fucking person. Because you know what happens when you do that? The economy fucking collapses.
It's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but isn't that something that's happening? Now, why could that be? I can't imagine. It's not like they've locked down pretty much everywhere and they're sealing away people. No, I can't see this happening. It just must be one. I know what it is. Dude, it's okay. I can explain it all. It's seasonal. Yes, that's right. I'm using those quotes. By the way, it still kills me. And I mean, seriously, it just tickles me so very, very much when you get the media sitting there going, they're chanting death to America. They seem friendly, though.
That fucking shit. Yeah, yes. That was funny. No, the one thing I do find funny about all this, because these ignoramus dung beetles still fucking go around like, well, Donald Trump didn't do enough, and now we have COVID and everything. Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Donald Trump's the one that you called xenophobic and racist for trying to shut down travel. You fucking fought him every damn step of the way over fucking COVID. You have fucking vodka breath fucking Pelosi over here telling people to go to Chinatown. You have fucking Bill wannabe fucking Mao fucking de Blasio in fucking New York telling people to go out and hit the town, who is now fucking trying to push vaccine mandates a la fucking 1930s Germany on you. Yeah, these same people. Well, Trump didn't do enough. You mean the same guy who also fucking mandated that industry move over to building ventilators instead of cars so that we could have enough to go around? Tried to produce masks because guess what? The Obama administration, we were actually in a shortage. We didn't have enough to cover everyone. And then we bought a bunch of them from China to find out that they were either contaminated or didn't fucking work. So we had to build them here. The Trump that fucking deployed the hospital ships Mercy and fucking Comfort to LA and New York, respectively, that, oh, surprise, surprise, were barely fucking used. But then you have freaking Cuomo putting fucking people up in nursing homes and causing thousands of unnecessary deaths.
I have a thing to say. Didn't you guys learn about blankets with diseases on? I seem to remember this being connected to your country in some way, and yet you still bought possibly infected masks from China.
Yeah. Oh yeah, GM Ford, and even the fucking My Pillow guy was producing masks and ventilators. Like, we have a pillow company producing masks and ventilators. Like, that Trump, the one that you're blaming for all of this. Oh yeah, he's the reason that we have the lockdowns. So it wasn't Pelosi, it wasn't de Blasio, it wasn't Cuomo, it wasn't Whitmer, it wasn't every fucking Democrat who was screaming xenophobia when Trump tried to fucking shut down travel to try to prevent a fucking pandemic. The same fucking Democrats who locked down every fucking city, almost every instance where they were in charge, fucking locked shit down, destroyed the fucking supply chain, and completely crashed the economy, resulting in fucking stimulus checks being required just so people can fucking actually eat. Because, yeah, everybody was fucked, resulting in the inflation that we're having now. Yeah, it's all fucking Trump's fault. Bull fucking shit. You have to be a fucking moron to still believe that lie.
Lazo has put something. Is this true? I don't know. This is your history far more than it is mine, so I don't know, but it's something I've heard you mention. That's why I actually say
it. I mean, it happened, but anytime a indigenous people meets an outside people, we don't have the same immune systems. We're all biologically different a little bit, because ethnicity is actually a thing. Yeah, I know we're all humans, but yeah, we all have variations too. It's not like we're all fucking lions. We're all different species of cat. Like, when one group meets another fucking group, yeah, things like that happen. It spreads. It's natural. I'm sorry, you don't have to like it, but guess what? That's the way shit works.
Oh yeah,
life ain't fair.
I was just curious. I was just asking, mate.
Oh yeah, it happened, but the big bullshit that everybody tries to push is like they intentionally gave them blankets that they knew were infected with smallpox. At that point in time, the Europeans didn't have a problem with fucking smallpox. It never occurred to them that Native Americans might have never encountered the fucking disease before. They were doing it for trade. They weren't doing it for fucking genocide, you fucking ignoramus pieces of shit.
So again, why did you not guys, you guys not learn about this when you bought shit from the Chinese?
Almost every invasive species we have in the United States, from insects to plant life, comes ironically from fucking China. One of the worst ones is this thing called the Tree of Heaven. Like, my dad's wife is like really big into like, I'm not sure the proper term for it. I know there is like a scientific term, but it's like natural, like indigenous plant life, indigenous insects, wildlife, things like that, like the whole ecology, the biosphere, all that type of stuff. So I'm constantly hearing about invasive species. So like the ash beetle, it like bores into ash trees and just completely decimates them. Well, trees in China are perfectly fine against it. They've developed like a natural immunity towards it, like a poison or something. But in the United States, we don't have a fucking ash beetle. But it came over here from fucking China. It's completely decimating ash trees. We have another one called the Tree of Heaven, which I wrote more appropriately would be the Tree of Hell. So it like spreads out these vines over the ground, and every time they see a little vine, it'll shoot down a root ball and then shoot up a fucking sprout. And it just covers the fucking forest floor and chokes out all the undergrowth, and then ends up killing all the other trees because it produces a fucking a poison so that nothing else around it can grow.
So it's chaos kudzu. Gotcha.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that came from fucking China. Like the Asian carp that is currently fucking up the I believe it's Lake Michigan that's really having a big problem with it. But yeah,
Yep.
came from China.
Sure. Hey, you know what? Get the hint, people. You know, the subtle clue is there. Where are these problems coming from? Deal with these problems, and maybe you'll have less problems. I'm not saying that you'll have no problems, and I'm not saying that getting rid of these will get rid of all of your problems, but at least it'll get rid of one of your problems. I don't think I need to be any more, blatant than that. I've dropped subtle hints there. Would you agree, Doku?
Yeah, subtle enough.
Okay, just I didn't want people thinking, well, he wasn't making his intention clear, and I really, really am.
Oh, and also, yeah, thank you, Jim. It's the emerald ash borer, and again, they're really bad up in the like the like around like Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, uh, Indiana, Illinois. Like, I mean, they've if you drive from Ohio to Wisconsin, you'll see a bunch of trees that are just dead, and they're all ash trees, and they're all dead because of the emerald ash borer. Like,
Wow.
yeah, no, it's bad, and they can't really do anything to stop it. It's basically cut down the tree, burn it, and hope it doesn't come back.
Yeah.
What's up, Ellen?
Yeah. So I pointing this out for one reason. You said you only had a certain amount of time. Do you want to carry on, or do you need to stop, mate?
I can kill another 15 minutes if you want to keep going.
Okay. I do not want to put pressure on you for your time limits.
Oh,
So
dude, when
yeah.
I gotta run, trust me, you'll know because I'll have to nope the fuck out pretty much immediately. But
All right. No
I'll let you know
worries.
when that time comes.
Okay. No worries. Well, yeah. Things have gone to shit. Now, of course, it's the same question I always ask that no one's able to give me the answer of what are you guys going to do? And by you guys, I mean everybody. My side, technically, we have dropped subtle hints that Biden is an absolute moron and we're having bugger all to do with any of the crap he says. So we're technically doing something, I guess. But I'm sorry to say this. You lot put him in there. You lot have got to do something about him.
Oh yeah, I didn't put him in there.
And that is where we get the problem. It's I didn't do it. It was the leftists. No, you did because you're American. You guys put that muppet in charge. You guys have got to do it. I realize. I get the idea is that you suck it up until 2022. The what's it called? Your Senate is it? Right, I want to make sure I'm getting this right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Your Senate becomes Republican. You get rid of Nancy Pelosi. You put Trump in its place. You then get rid of Biden and Camel Toe, and now Biden slips in the back way. Does that sound right to you?
You're thinking of the House. If we take the House,
Okay.
get rid of Nancy Pelosi as the speaker, install a new speaker, then impeach Biden and Harris, whoever's the speaker of the House will become president at that point, and they'll have to appoint a VP. So that's one way to do it. But to be blunt, a lot of this stuff going on, I do believe, I do truly believe that the whole situation in Afghanistan is an intentional refugee crisis. I think they did this intentionally. Because I refuse to believe that it's that grossly incompetent. Because guess what? Biden ain't the one calling the shots. He has people telling him not to take questions. I don't think this was Biden at all. I do believe this was intentional. But I also want to know today's the 31st of August. We're supposed to be seeing the audit results. Why aren't we seeing that? Where are the audit results?
It's a good cover up for the audit results, though, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And I do think we're probably going to see a false flag at some point in time as well, just to give the the authoritarians currently in power more excuse to lock everything down. And if it's not a false flag in the more violent sense of things, it'll be more COVID fear mongering. It'd be one of the two.
I will point out it wasn't that long ago that we had that Trump supporter playing silly fuckers in DC with bombs.
Oh yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, the schizophrenic guy.
Yeah. Just saying, it's highly convenient that he turned up just before everything went to crap, isn't it?
No, it's very convenient, but all of this being stated, because yeah, I do believe all of this shit's intentional. I'd like to see the audit results, because let's be blunt, if they do this whole universal vote by mail ballot harvesting bullshit, they'll just cheat again. And so, if you don't think they won't, trust me, they will. They're not going to lose the House as long as this shit continues. If they start pushing universal vote by mail, expect this shit again. Expect them to be taking ballots 3 days after the election date is ended. Expect a weird fucking spike in the middle of the night while everybody's asleep and not paying attention. That will be the state of affairs in perpetuity unless someone actually fucking does something and speaks out against it. It's not a coincidence that everybody that does ends up getting charged on some really weird fucking crimes, or some activist fucking judge who has no business being on the bench comes in and starts pushing fucking political activism in the disguised as executing the law. It's like, no, their business is not free and fair justice is blind type thing. Their business is destroy my enemies by any means necessary. That has been the modus operandi of this entire fucking time.
Yeah.
But what should really concern you?
Two things. I've just linked you in Discord. The first one is just for you to watch as soon as you can because it's highly amusing. Only takes a few seconds. The second one is about the Battle of Athens in Tennessee. You guys need something like this, and you need something like this now. It's Camp Dankula. It's like 48 minutes. Watch it later and just sit there and go, shit, he's right. You do need this.
Okay. Shit, I'll put it on while I'm actually in the shower getting ready for my my training thing this evening.
But watch the first Twitter thing I sent you now because you're going to piss yourself laughing.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that right now. And the one thing I want to point out, because nobody's talking about this, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter, people seem to be ignoring this, and I find that kind of disturbing because this is actually extremely important and very concerning. Not only is our upper military brass quote woke, which that's the reason our leadership is so incredibly inept. Whether it's by design or just incompetence, I don't know. But what's more concerning is they're purging the military of everybody who is not going to swear allegiance to them and not the Constitution and the country. They believe that to be, quote, extremism. So me putting the Constitution, the law of the land, above every other authority makes me an extremist. Also, they're looking at people who are openly Christian, not any other religion, just Christians. Celebrating Christian holidays. Yep, that'll get you flagged as an extremist. Probably get you kicked out of the military.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they're purging the military?
Really? Because it allows them to get rid of the people that are going against anything they say that have any sort of level of power. So it's weirdly, it's a sensible thing for them to do, get rid of these people. Should they? No. Are they? Yes.
Oh yeah, no. That's why I say this is extremely concerning, considering the actions that this. I refuse to call them an administration. The actions that this regime is taking should concern everyone. And the fact that they're purging anyone who would say, yeah, no, I'm not gonna fire on American citizens. I'm not gonna kill civilians because they just happen to not be an authoritarian. I'm not going to throw them in gulags. I'll actively fight against you. That's why they're purging them. Do you think there's anybody who's outside of being a far left extremist would get the order of if that civilian airliner comes and tries to land at Kabul airport, you are authorized to shoot it down with a surface-to-air missile. Do you think anyone outside of the fucking far regressive left would ever act on that order? Because I guarantee you, the Trump voters would turn around and say, "Yeah,
No.
the commanding. Well, let's just say it would look like it would be like that movie, fucking Red Tide. If you haven't seen that movie, you should go watch it. You'll know what I'm talking about. That's what the fuck would happen."
If I just one sec, Mitch. Yes, the Constitution is meant to be the ultimate authority. That's why they're trying to get rid of it. Once they get rid of it or reduce it to just a piece of paper, which is pretty much the plan, at that point there is no ultimate authority. I mean, it's been proved by the fact that you guys, I believe you got 3 groups as the head of your country, and one of them is the SCOTUS. Well, they're worth nothing now because they set rules and people just go, nah, we don't feel like it, and ignore them. What's wrong with this picture?
Yeah.
Anything?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's one of the 3. What the other 2 is, right? That's the judicial. Then you got the House and the President, I believe. Does that sound right to you?
Well, it's the House and the Senate.
Yeah, you're breaking up, dude.
Or,
If you're doing that, going you're
so
back.
hold on one second.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. That should be good.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, no,
So, like I
StreamYard
said,
was doing silly buggers.
so you've got I believe it's the House, SCOTUS, and the Presidency. Does that sound? Oh, hello, we got it. Executive, Legislative, and Judicial.
Yep. So the
Yeah.
executive would be the office of the president. The legislative branch is made up of the House and the Senate, and then the judicial is obviously the courts.
So basically, the judicial's gone, the executive's gone, and they're fighting over the last one. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what, people? Buy Dogecoin. It's the only way you'll survive.
Yeah, it's quite the predicament we're in when you can just, I don't know, openly ignore the law and just do it anyways. Yeah, it's not a good sign, not a good bellwether there. Anyways, now I do have to go because I got to do shit. So
no problem. In that case, any final words, mate? Then I'll do goodbyes. Run. Just
yeah,
do something. I don't know what, but yeah.
yeah. At this point in time, I don't know what there is to do. Either people wake up or we all go down with the ship. It's one of the 2.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Final words from me. First of all, I strongly suggest you check out Dankula's thing about the Battle of Athens, Tennessee. Give it a watch. It's really quite interesting. And I think America really needs to consider making this a nationwide event. Hint, bloody hint. But until then, thank you for coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Doku. And I will see you all next time. Who knows? We might not be dead. Bye bye, everyone.